What up? What up? Welcome everybody. Get this show started. Okay. To all my viewers, I'd like to thank you for your support, your comments. You know, even though I went through times of people sabotaging my videos and whatever, but I'm glad you're here, and I hope you're learning. Now, I'm gonna address a couple things, then I'm gonna get into this beat and explain to you what's going on. And the first thing is, I know Dame Taylor, you watch my tapes, my video. This is for you, okay? But some of the things, Dame, I want you to understand. See, take a look at this. Y'all see. Okay. Now, I'm gonna do this next one. Hold on. Before I get to that. Look, keep this out. Okay. He's told you that what you should do is to high pass your kicks. Okay. I've done showed you that's wrong. And I can show you very easily by going over here and cut on Fab Filter. All right. Right now when I talk, you can see my vocal range. 120. Okay. If I put a node here, move this to 120. This is about the range. If you look at this graph of my voice, okay? The kick range, if I took this song, and this something else, this same song, I put a music twist to it to show you that in the beat battle or whatever, he didn't want to do that. And then when it comes to the engineering thing, let's bet $1,000 and all of that. Like I say, and I'll explain that. And that is that I got the money to bet. But when you cut people off on your interview and do the same rapid thing over and over again, then talk about, see, they scared to come up. They're not scared to come up. You keep cutting them off. This is why. It has nothing to do with scaredness. Anybody cross that zone and show you wrong, this is your response, like a little kid. Okay? So why don't you and me, since you watch this thing, why don't me and you go on Busy channel, Busy Works channel, and therefore there'll be no cutoff. And then I can better relate to you because all of that was in the past and I really didn't have time to catch up or think, but I know exactly where I'm going with them issues. Now, we're going to do this. We're going to play this. But before we play this, let me tell you something. Many of you people, no, let me get to this first. All right, here's the beat. Now, when I can do this, and I high pass this, let me see, it's on the bell. Let's go to high pass. Sure. Low cut. Okay. And I turn this to 130. 120. Do you want your beat to sound like that? Does that make sense? Then he talk. It's just the kick, not the beat. Okay. Let's see. We'll go and I'll cut all this off. And just apply the kick. Okay, now. Here's Fab Filter. You see the punch or the kick of the beat, which is the front of the drum, where the bass pedal hit strikes in the front. A bass has three parts. It hits in the front, the middle of it, and then the back of it. This right here is the punch of it. Okay, if I raise it up, okay, let's put this back on where it was. Let's put this on male. Okay, let's raise it. That's the front of it. This the low end back here. Okay, this the rumble. Okay, so if I cut this here, I'm cutting off this, and this just the bass, right? So watch. Let me go to high pass, which is low cut. Now, who's gonna want to kick like that? It doesn't make sense. It's gonna ruin your mix. Okay, so that's been showed. I done showed that numerous times. Now, what happened when you send your tape in? You can common sense here that you don't want that done to the you messing up your mix totally. And then where's it getting it from? Because this is false information. I done just proved that. Okay? Now, the second thing was this. You people, that's all my subscribers, I'm gonna deal with first. My subscribers and my people. We're family here. Okay? And that means I'm gonna show you what to do, where you're making your mistakes, how to present your stuff to the record company and get a record deal. Okay? Now, you go to Dame Kaler's camp. Do he show you how to use it? Any of the plugin? No. What have you learned? Nothing. You submit your beats. See, this is what I'm telling you. Y'all run out here and I'm gonna come to LA and I'm gonna be a star and I'm around Dame Taylor. Notice something. Dame Taylor did a couple of beats or whatever in the music industry. Why you not now? Right now, you're working in the office at the record company. Do you see what rapper, singer, whatever? Who do you see? Okay, when you in a record company, who do you see? If do you see Ice Cube working in the office? Snoop working in the office. You see what I mean? Do you see any of that? That what he doing is a half a step down to what they call the street team. You work for them, you put up posters, take pictures of them, and they pay you that for promotions. Okay, most of that y'all don't know that. So you come out here and spend $3,000 to go to an Emily, and then he makes you see this is psychology. I gotta make you feel part of something. So that's why I say Emily gang. Okay. So now you for your musical game. What do you learn out of gang system? Okay. First of all, there's good and bad of everybody. Okay. And there's no honor among people who you see, and it's not the gang issue, it's just how they are as a person. Okay. I'm gonna charge you $3,000. If you made so much money off doing beats, off your royalties, okay, you didn't buy a house, you're going to work so you can stay where you at, right? Which means you ain't sold no beats or did anything like that. And you charging your people $3,000 so they can pay for your bills. And these people are into music, they learning music, they want to make it as a professional. But see, y'all got to understand this internet pimping, okay? You've been hustled, hoodwinked, bamboozled, and you too dumb to see it. Now, my people on my channel, we're dedicated. So after I train them, I got every producer's email as well as the record company and who to send it to, okay? So I'm going to train you first, then you send your stuff, and you're going to get positive results. Without that, it's not going to happen. All right. So this is what I'm telling you. You run out here for $3,000. You sit in the studio and you look around. That's stupid. If you want to do that, you could come out here. Why go to his studio? Go to the record company. Go to Capitol Records. Oh, they'll give you a tour. They'll show you all kind of stuff in there. You're not recording. Go in there. Michael Jackson been there. Frank Sinatra. They'll show you where they dug dungeons just to get the reverb. We get in plugins, and they got focus right. This they only made 10 of them. Okay, in the world, they got one of the last ones. You get to go in there. You're dealing with people who deal with the toughest people there. Okay, so you would do better there than at this, and it don't cost $3,000. Or better yet, if you don't have that money to travel, guess what? It don't cost nothing to send your song to the record company. Okay? But they want it done for real. Okay? So if you was to send your tape in there and you high pass it like that, you're not gonna get a response. Okay? So what I'm gonna do with this song, since he talked trash about it, but there's a lot of people who love it. I put a little change up to it just to give you a taste of where I go in music. So let's hit this cut now. And then I'm going to start uh, training you and showing what I'm doing. All right, here we go. Oh, wait a minute. Let me take this off. You see, it doesn't even sound good. Now, let's play this. Now, this beat that I did. Now, what you think? But Dame Taylor, you were rapping to it, playing it over. You can't even rap. Okay, that's another thing. And then had the nerve to say, "Gain staging. Oh, I taught you that. You ain't taught me nothing. You never have taught me nothing." Okay, so quit lying and quit blaming everything on Busy Works. The reason why Busy Works got more follower than you, he's a much cooler person than you. You run off your own viewers off stupidity. And I'm just telling them, don't let nobody sit up here tell you this drag. I live in Los Angeles. Okay? Don't you think I know? Okay? So all of that is a bunch of garbage. And while you at your M League, okay? Let me ask you something. Did he show you how to use this? What is this? It's the E channel. Did he tell you what any of this is? No. Did he? This your filters. This your compressor. Here's your EQ. This add the console sound. This is for grit. This is grit. This is channel. This is stereo or mono. All right. And here's your expander or your gate. Did he explain that? Okay, here's mids, and here goes sides. Now this, I explained to my people, okay? Not only that, they gonna learn to use every plugin. It is. He's talking about, again, you can't put compression on a kick. Well, I did. I showed you in there. Here's a compressor. It's called R-Box, okay? It's very detrimental to a kick, okay? And he's telling you not to. Well, let's see if that's true. I'm just uncovering all the lies and the garbage. Okay, here we go to kick. This is what I'm gonna do. Go to the kick. Then I'm gonna copy our rocks again. Okay, and I'm gonna put it right here. Okay, I'm gonna shut this one off. Let's pull up this one. Let's turn it off. Now let's play the kick. Now our box engaged. Without, with. Okay. Now I can set its energy. Okay. Now that's what it's off. Now he just told you that you don't put this to make your drums better. But he didn't tell you there's different kinds of compressors. He didn't tell you that, did he? Okay? Here's a compressor in the SSL. Okay? That's a VCA. Now, if I wanted to boss up, okay? Also, there's bus compressors. I could use like I use here. The Lindell. Okay? It's a bus compressor. Okay? There's mastering compressors. Did he tell you? You got to set the calibration. Did he tell you that? Did he tell what number that should be on? Stay over there. How are you going to address the rest of the company if you don't even know how to work the stuff you got? And those who mixing, that first of all, you people who are just mixing out the box with FL Studio, it takes more than that. FL Studio don't have a console sound. Okay? Zero. So you're gonna have to use plugins. Okay? Also, something else coming up for y'all. I don't want to forget this real quick. I got and I found Michael Jackson's Human Nature. I'm gonna mix that next. Okay? And so that'll let you see if you're a rapper, okay, you know engineering, they're gonna get you for rap. You can engineer other people's song. There's many things instead of being just one person, a rapper, okay, in one category. You steal music off YouTube, you rap to it. You send it in there. Number one, did they do it right? Is it mixed right? Is SSL on it? There's all kind of issues you're just gonna go through, okay, with that. Did they go through that? Okay, you don't know because you don't know the knowledge. You don't know what to hear. So when you send it to the record company, they're gonna reject it, or they're gonna ask you, say they didn't. Where'd you get it from? Okay, you tell them that. That producer don't know you. You got people who just put anything together and want a record deal. Well, then you that rapper is good enough. That producer, you got to get rid of him. He got to get his game up. And some of them are thick headed. They don't want to learn this. Okay? So with this, I put a little extra on it. And so I'm getting it right now so I can mix these two halves for a song. And this is what I'm showing y'all what to do. So let's go back to the beat. And this the one Dame was talking crap about and said the beat is weak, but you rapping to it. But you didn't want to do that beat battle. Enough of that. Let's get into this. Now, what I did is I did two parts. I did the first part of the beat, and this is the second half. And with the second half, I'm going to be using other things, and it's something that's called Spider. Spider, I can make if it's voices or sounds anywhere around your head. I want them to be. Okay, and that gives motion and so forth because it's about building your stuff up. Okay, it's a process that it takes. Now, um, let's say for Spider, if we play these, let me play. Okay, if I was to take this one, let me see, is dear music or dear where you at? Here you go, dear music. Okay, now I'm gonna take this sound. I'm gonna mute this. No, that can play. I'm gonna mute these two, and I'm gonna show you what this does. Okay, now I'm gonna play it. Now watch how I move it around. Now you hear as it play. I can place this anywhere I want in your head. Well, when you play like many of y'all play the Call of Duty. This is the new stuff, Spider. Okay, I like to give a shout out to Studio 16. I'm gonna do some more stuff on that. But my favorite mix, I saved this, and that's what I'm gonna really bring up in one of my next broadcasts. It's that Harrison Mix Council 32C9 off the chain. This is doper than anything. All right. So, oh, and shout out to Studio One. So with Spider, I can put Spider on, and I can have these things to move around your head, vocals around your head, and it just gives that movement, that making you think. You just can't describe it. You just locked in. So let's see how it sounds with some more instruments. You see, me, I have the plugins. So I'm showing you what to do. Okay? He doesn't show anything. This is by plug-in alliance. Okay. So how are you gonna work? Okay. There's so much stuff you can do to your beat to make your stuff a lot more. You can take something simple and turn it into something fabulous and great if you have the plugins or know how to use them. Did he tell you about Spider? No. This is the new thing that they're doing. This is why what you're gonna discover is later on. All you're doing is watching them videos, going in through them mentally unintelligent thoughts that he tell you that don't make sense. It don't, and you're not going nowhere. You're gonna realize that you're not taught anything. Okay, you don't know how to use anything. Okay, do you see him do beats? And plus, on top of that, he tells you don't watch tutorial. Well, if you didn't watch this video, you wouldn't have known about Spider. You wouldn't have known that we told you to high pass your kick at, which gonna mess your beat, your music totally up. You're listening to false stuff. You need to wake up. And then $3,000. And then he say it's going up. And $50 for him to listen to your song when it costs you nothing to send it to the record company. And with them, they're gonna give you a deal or not. Every last one of you who sent it. But stay over there. My people here are going to move on. My subscribers are going to get better because I'm going to teach them better. Okay? I have every plugin you can just about name, and I know how to use them. So if I'm showing you, so will you. Okay? Now this is Spider. All right, let's get back to this. Let me play this. Let me put the rest of these in here. Let's go. Now, within this beat, he was talking about using compressors for drums. Let me see. First of all, we went to drums. I see that's not on. Let me cut this off. This is the SPL. This is how you get them really crisp, crispy clean hi-hats. Okay? Let me show you that. Did you show how y'all do you use this? No. Let me show you. That's why we do this here. Okay? Let me turn this off. The rest of the instruments off so you can hear. And I'm going to add this to the open hi-hat, the closed hi-hat, and the shaker. Okay, let me turn it off. This is without. See how I sound just regular. Te, 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 te. When I cut this on, it's going to be tick, 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 clean. Now on. Off. On. Now, because I want the hi-hat short, What I'm gonna do is, let me see. Is this on the rest of them? Yeah. Okay. This is for the open I had, and with this, I'm gonna want the depending on it, how ringy it is. I may want to stop the ring to make it shorter with the attack, or I may open it to let other things. It depend on the sound. So this is it on hi hat that's open. Okay. Let's listen to it with off. This is with it on. Okay, first off now. Now on. You see how it's capturing it because I don't want it. I want not lingering. Okay? And the same thing for the shaker. I don't want this. I want it short. So here it is with the shaker. Let me turn it off first. Then I'll turn it on. First off. Now on. Now let's see how it sounds with the hi-hat. Now with the hi-hat. Okay. So that's gonna keep it. Just these little subtleties clean up your mix. Okay. So what you regular thing when you just go at the hi hat inside FL Studio. Oh, it's perfect. No. Okay. And I got that also running through the SSL. Okay. So, and even if I want to brighten them up more, I know where to go. Okay. So, like I said, if you're not using plugins, you're fooling you. Okay. You must have them. Plugin Alliance, good thing about them. If you don't catch them on sale, the plugins are pretty expensive, but they have sales all the time. The SSL channel here, it comes with two. Because if you click this button, it turns this into a full tech EQ. Okay. Also, if you click here, you can get the E or you can get the G channel. All right. So you have total flexibility of what you want to do with Plugin Alliance. All right. So now, after we get this beat and everything cleaned up, we're going to do what's called run this to a bus. Now, before I do this, I'm going to listen to this song and then I'm going to see what I want in spite of. Okay. And then I'm going to run these to what's called bus. A bus is where you take all the tracks in the drums, like you see right here, and you run them all to one channel. Now we're going to use a bus compressor. I have the Townhouse. Um, that's more of what Dr. Dre uses. I have the Townhouse. I have the Alicia compressor. There's a lot of them. This is a build-in step. So what I want to do is just make sure everything is clean and I activate Spido to it. Then from Spido, um, but before I go to Spido, all of this is in MIDI. I have to turn this over into audio. Okay. And then CPU drops. And also if your CPU you're having problems, that's what you do. You go up here to option. No, go to tools, the macros, disable for smart plugins. And that means your plugins is not just running. So it's only using the ones you select. All right. So that's how you say CPU so you won't get crackling and all of that. All right. So now I'm gonna play this beat um real quick. I'm gonna have to use the restroom, but I'm gonna play this beat. I'm gonna listen to it a couple of times. Okay. And then I'm gonna start adding Spider, okay, to it to make it even better and running it to its bus and get ready to mix this down. One is going to be for vocals. The second one is for playing an instrumental where we can get into mixing and mastering. Okay. A lot of y'all, this is what happens. Y'all want to go get your stuff mastered, right? This is all they doing to you. They're going to come in there. They're going to use this. Like this limiter. Okay. They're going to use this to turn up the music. Then they're just going to brighten it into you because it's turned up and it's brighter. It's mastered. This what you figure. No. It's a big process you go through. So this is what you're going to get. All right. So let me bring this limiter up. Okay. And let me use an EQ. I use the E channel. Another thing, y'all haven't glued your stuff. Okay. Let me bypass the dynamic section. So that's the compressor. And then play this and do just what they do. This is what you paying for out of your mastering. Oh, I got my stuff mastered. You don't know what mastering is. And I'm going to show you that. Okay. And I'm going to show you exactly what they doing. Okay. First, I'm going to turn the limiter off. Now listen. Okay. Now they're going to turn it up with the limiter and add some highs and Q. Watch. I'm going to do that now. That's all they're going to do. And they got you. Now, if we go into mastering and mix it, way more steps in this. It's not glued. Okay? That's all you're paying for. You're getting ripped off. Okay? There's many steps to this. So when you are thinking you getting your stuff from here and mixed and mastered, they don't even sound the same as if you're going through the process with the SSL. Okay? This is already clean. Okay? But that's not done with yours. And he's not teaching it. Therefore, when you send your tape in, you tell on yourself. Okay? They're going to be like, why you didn't use the SSL? Need API. focus right. Um, why not? Oh, I don't. Dame said, don't don't put no compressor on your drum. You don't even know why you use it. Did he explain why are you putting the compressor on there? No, he doesn't. All right. So let me mix this. All right. I believe I went through all of them. Let me just check. Yep. Ooh, let me go back. Let me check something. Okay. I know where I was. Let me check you. Okay. Bass. I'm just checking. It's mono and stereo. Okay. Let me hear this. Yeah. All right. Let's see what we do for the shaker. Okay. This is the pad. Okay. Let me see. Where did I put Spider on? There we go. Okay. Let me see. Inflection. Size. All right. Let me check this because I don't want this too wide. Let me check its width. Too wide. Okay. I'm gonna add another one. So, ooh. Thank you. Not really sure. Change your direction. Let me play it. I think they're a little too close. Oh, they're a little too wide. Now, you can hear how the rhythms are dancing in your head. We're creating movement. Okay? So, did he tell you how to do that? Boy, y'all, you learned it. All right. So, let's play this again. All right. Let me hear it all. and text with the beat. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, notification button, so you'll know the next time I'm on. Let me check and see if any comments. Oh, thank you. Um, thank you. I'm gonna call you probably after the show or tomorrow. Um, and talk to you. And number two, uh, this show I started to do in the beginning, but I'm gonna do it now. I want to give right now a shout out and a thanks to a very special friend, Essie Mae Crothers. She passed. It's my buddy. Um, During the times, need someone to kick it and talk to, made me laugh. She was around even when I was doing bad. She even offered for me to stay with her. All right. She's passed away now. And so this is a shout out to her. I'm gonna miss you. All right. Let's get back to this. So what we're gonna do is okay, let me listen to this. All right, I'm gonna let the beat play. I'm finna use the restroom, and I'll be right back. Word. I'm hearing staccato. I should have bam, 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 and then go into what you call them. I already did it. This is tutorial anyway. All right. What I got to do is go into panning. Now, I seen something on panning, and some things, like I say, I reverse engineer. I listen to what things say, and then I listen to myself and see if I can make what they say better, or do I find something wrong in it. Because this wasn't on YouTube, but a lot of different places you find false information and you find good. All right, so let's start with the pan. First of all, what I want to do is get in here on these drums. Okay. Now, something I was looking at, they was like for times and certain stuff, putting themselves past 50. Um, to me, that make it too washy, even though you can hear it. I do further experiments, but I don't think so. It's too washy. You stupid. You stupid. Uh, okay. Now, I think that's cool. And the reason why I did this, if I'm gonna pan these two to 50%, and let me explain panning. It's really how a drummer sits. Okay, that's what I use. Hold on, let me grab these sticks. When you playing drums, my head is this pan knob. All right, it's up the middle. This hand plays what's called the hi hat, which is this sound. Me, this mouse ain't moving fast enough. Which is this sound. So this is about 11 o'clock. Okay, this hand here hits the snare. Okay, now certain ones you're gonna leave up the middle. Okay, so I left them in the middle with the clap. All right, so you can pan your stuff as a drummer would sit as a drum set, and your band where you would have them to be in their positions. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to I'm gonna check this and then I'm gonna run the bus. All right, that's you, and this is here. Okay, let me gainsays this. Make sure everything is correct, and at the same volume, so I can render. Okay, let me hear this. Let me turn off Fab Filter. Excellent. Next. Next. I think I've already did it. They all look the same. Ooh, I'm too hot. Still too Now I'm gonna render it. All right, let's go in here. You're gonna start here. So we'll go. What's on you? Wait a minute. Nah, no. Okay, you that. You gotta split my channel. Okay. To render. All right, I gotta render and replace this. We got a couple minutes. Not a couple minutes, but you know.